or Dog of the Week. This guy, um, I said this as a joke, um, in the last one, but this guy has been, uh, he's been phenomenal, at least in the Eastern Conference Finals and in the finals so far this year. He is already an NBA champion. He's looking to do whatever he can to win his second NBA title. The first time he was on with the Toronto Raptors, of course, in 2019 when Kawhi Leonard was on the team and Kyle Lowry and those guys, and they went and beat the Warriors in that finals when KD and Klay Thompson went down. And Steph didn't play particularly well, but Pascal Siakam, man. There were a lot of people that were saying that Pascal Siakam didn't deserve the Eastern Conference Finals, even though he averaged 30 in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, he balled out. So whether it went to Tyrese or him, I think either one of them deserved it. But they gave it to Pascal Siakam because he dominated the scoring and he played really good defense. His defense is underrated, and he could do it all. In the NBA Finals, he's leading the Pacers with 19.8 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game, 4 assists, 3 steals and plus blocks, 46, 35, and 83 splits. Pascal Siakam has been playing pretty consistent throughout the last 2 series or throughout the finals, throughout the playoffs, honestly. And you probably wouldn't have thought this, but he has the third most points by Pacers in the finals. We all know Reggie Miller has the most at 146. Jalen Rose is right after him. Shout out to J Rose, 138. And Pascal Siakam is right there with 119. And he's going to give him even more in the next game. He might pass Jalen Rose. If he has 20 points, he passes Jalen Rose and most points by Pacers in the finals. In that last game, he had 16 points, 13 rebounds, 5 of them were offensive rebounds. Now, that doesn't look like somebody that has been – you look at it, you don't look at that as finals numbers, but you look across anyone on the Pacers, I mean, who's averaging 20 points per game? No one. He's the only one that's close enough. He's been playing pretty consistent throughout this playoffs. And you can't say the same thing for Tyrese Halliburton because Tyrese has had some okay scoring games, but he's only had, maybe 2 games where he had over 10 assists? That's not Tyrese. Tyrese normally averages 10, 11 assists a series. 10, 11 assists a game, and that has not been the case against OKC. If you go look at the last game between the two, Tyrese Halliburton in that last game, sorry, just got to remember what my notes were. Even in the last game, he didn't even have 10 assists. So it's one game so far this year, he's had 10 or more assists in the NBA Finals. He had 5 assists, 14 and 5 in the last game. The only person with a double-double in that game for the Pacers was Siakam. He's averaging more points and more rebounds. He's been the most consistent player for the Pacers, and there's been more talk about Tyrese Halliburton being a superstar, and deservingly so. Don't get me wrong. I think he needs to be in that conversation, whether people believe he is or not. He deserves to be in the conversation because of what he's done, especially in the clutch. But Pascal Siakam hasn't been talked about that much, even though he's a former NBA champion and he's played pretty consistently throughout these playoffs. Now, he's not a dominant scorer. If you look at Pascal, he's not a guy that's going to come in and score 30 points a night. But for him to average 30 points throughout a series is why he deserved to be Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And honestly speaking, unless Tyrese Halliburton goes for 40 or 50 in Game 7, if the Pacers win it, I can almost guarantee that it's probably going to be a game where Pascal Siakam has about 18 to 20 points, maybe eight or 9 rebounds, about 5 assists, and 6 of those rebounds might be offensive rebounds. You can't argue that the guy shouldn't be in the conversation to be the Finals MVP because I believe he deserves it if they win it all. Now we get to see what's going to happen tomorrow to see exactly if he is going to be the Finals MVP or not, or if they win it. But Pascal Siakam balling. So Pascal, even though it looked like you were conjuring spirits, you're a dog.